Okay, so we're probably splitting this park in two because we were in Animal Kingdom this morning and it's not a big park. So I'm here for a little sneak preview and then we'll do a full day in EPCOT. We just did the Nemo thing, Omnimover, but one that doesn't move. It just points you at the wall the whole time. Great for kids. And then we did the Moana thing, the new one. Again, great for kids. Bit of a letdown. You can see Disney's budgeting has just gone down the pan, and I can totally understand why a lot of people are kind of concerned about new attractions. Yeah, I didn't think much of that. I think it is, as I say, aimed squarely at young children. Probably very educational for them.
Yeah, also.
There's not much Moana in it though. That was definitely a lot. Yeah, there's that. There's that tree chick. What do you call her?
Tafiti.
Tafiti. That. Sure. We've just done two of the classic dark rides that I think both of them are rumoured to be kind of primed for a refit, shall we say. First one is Spaceship Earth, you know, the giant golf ball. If you need to relax and you just want to sit down for 10 minutes, go do that. It's interesting, like the history, but then it just sort of stops at Steve Jobs in the 70s making computers. So you can see that a lot's happened since then, which is probably why this is rumoured to have a refit at some point. And then Figment, again, a classic that a lot of fans have a big thing about Figment, they don't want it to change. I think it's been through multiple versions in the past, and I'm sure I've heard rumours that it's potentially getting taken back to the original. So I got POV, so I'll put that up on the channel, and if it does ever change, it's preserved. Now, we're going to go soaring. Well, that's another two attractions out the way. Did soaring. Apparently if you've got a fear of heights, that's not a good ride. I thought that was fairly family friendly, and Carly enjoyed Avatar. I was like, same technology, be fine. Nope, I was wrong. And then did Living with the Land boat ride that, gonna be honest, I wasn't paying attention. I know that that's kind of the original EPCOT mythology. It's like, it was all about education and stuff. I guess nowadays it doesn't really fit with the 21st century. Sure, it's great to learn stuff, but people just want rides, so that one's not for me. Now we're going to go and try and get some food, and then we're just killing time because we've got test track at 8:30, so we've got 2 hours to kill. And then we just need to come back another day and do Guardians, Frozen and Remy. The 3 hard ones. Wish me luck. This is quite a spooky look I've got going on here with these lights. So I've just done Mission Space. The green one? I've done the orange one before, and I mean, it's pushing my limits. I don't have very many of them, but it is pushing them. That green one though, if you're claustrophobic, probably still not for you, but in terms of intensity, that is manageable for most. I mean, there was little kids coming off it in front of me, there was an elderly woman came off in front of me. So, you know, from an intensity point of view, green is easy. If you don't like dark spaces and things right up in your face, then probably still not for you. And the orange one, yeah. If you've got a strong stomach, go for it. It's the only ride that I'm aware of that has sick bags. Right, now we have only half an hour until our test track Lightning Lane, and I'm probably going to try and sneak in early, so then I get to go find somewhere to eat because this place is too busy and we ain't eating here. Test track it is. Just got on that noisy thing. I'm so glad we had Lightning Lane because that is a hell of a queue. Even with Lightning Lane, it's still pretty slow because you've got all that whole design station. But it is pretty cool. I was on the original version. There is that version, and they have announced that they are retheming it for a third version. So it'll be interesting to see what that looks like when it comes along. Whenever that is, because you know Disney announced things about 40 years before they actually put them into practice. So that'll be interesting. We've still got to do Guardians, Frozen, and Remy. So with some editing magic, I'm going to make it daylight. Ta-da! I made the sun come back out. We're back again for part 2 to get the last 3 rides. I have just stood in the queue for Frozen, which was only half an hour, which is quite good. It said 45 minutes. It was not. Fantastic little boat ride. Very, very well themed. Kids will absolutely love it. You might not if the queue is huge.
Wandering out here. Happy summer snow day from me to you.
So this is a tricky part because there are 3 rides in here that you want to try and snag. There is Guardians, there is Test Track, and there is Ratatouille. Oh, actually 4, and there's Frozen. So we rope dropped that one. I bought a Lightning Lane for Guardians, and I got a Lightning Lane for Remy, and we did Test Track already. So
it is outside.
Now we need to just chill for a bit. We got Guardians in an hour, and then Remy about an hour after that, and then that's probably us done with this park. Yay! Oh, that's Guardians done. Front row, that ride is spectacular. It is without a doubt the best ride in Disney. I struggle to separate it from Velocicoaster because they are very different, but they are also both amazing. It's just frustrating they don't have a standby line. Like, I can't purchase it again and I have to wait till 1 o'clock, run the roulette of trying to get a Lightning Lane, a virtual queue, and then I could be on it straight away. I might not be on it till 6 o'clock tonight. So I really hope they scrap that and just go to a standby line, because I would just lap that thing. It is spectacular. So we've got Remy in about an hour and a half, and then we've done everything in the park. But as I said, I'm going to try and snag another virtual queue on that, because Carly said the same thing. She came off and she was like, wow, that thing is amazing. Best ride, hands down. Just fantastic. Just used our Lightning Lane on Ratatouille. That's my first time doing that one. I've done the one in France a handful of times actually, but the last time I was here this broke down and my Lightning Lane got released, so 99% sure it is a literal clone. I believe there is one extra scene in the queue, but I Lightning Laned it, so I didn't see the queue. But we have snagged a virtual queue for Guardians, because I want to do that again. So maybe I'm staying in this park a little bit longer. Got to do that ride again, it's fantastic. I just finished my day in EPCOT with a fantastic second ride on Guardians of the Galaxy. I was hoping to get a third one because Carly's not feeling great, so I was thinking I was going to use hers. But that took an hour. I'm not doing that again. I've got other Lightning Lanes lined up. And I'm really chuffed. I got September, which my eldest daughter's birthday is 21st of September, so really happy I got that song. Now we head over to Magic Kingdom. If you've enjoyed this, hit like. Trying to hit 10k, so hit subscribe as well. I've been Chris, you've been watching Coaster Dad. See you in the next one.